tell me a little bit about the start of Tylertherapy. Like how did you come into doing this?
Well, like I said, I'm a trained actress. I've been acting for so long, since first grade, since I was 5. So, when I finally got older and I got into where cannabis, really became a passion in my life, and I wanted to just keep acting too, but I felt like I had to hold myself like to a certain image, because I'm an actress, I'm a trained actress, performing arts, on stage too. So I felt like I had to be a sophisticated type image, and I didn't want people to see that I consumed. But then I was like, I'm just so passionate about cannabis, though. It actually inspires me to keep acting. It inspires me to do well in my monologues. It inspires me to get creative and want to dive into these characters. What I'm saying? So I just didn't want to necessarily hide it anymore.
So at what point are you coming to this? Are you having this conversation with yourself now, where it's like, yo, why am I having to make a choice between cannabis and acting?
I think I came into that probably when I started working at the dispensary.
Okay.
And that.
What age are we talking
so
about? How many years ago?
You
don't have to age yourself.
I was I was coming out of performing arts college, and I was doing auditioning, and I was not booking. And so I'm like, man, and the only thing that kept me in the zone still was cannabis, because other than that I was getting depressed. I'm like, I'm not booking, I'm not getting no money, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, man, but I'm smoking this weed though, so I was like, man, let me get a job in this, because I can then still smoke, and I can still be inspired to act, and I can still get money. I need
put
income.
yourself as close to your passions as possible,
So I went and I got a job in downtown LA that would keep me close to the audition zones, Hollywood, downtown LA. And then I would get money to to actually fund those auditions, or if I had to get somewhere or whatever.
Okay.
And then I could still smoke, like I said. And then I just noticed that I was not necessarily leaving acting, but my passion for cannabis just grew within working as a bud tender. And I was like, man, I can get money in this on a big scale. I can own businesses, and I can then just act after all this. You know what I'm saying? Because acting will never leave me, because my talent is always there.
Yes.
So I can tap into it at any time. But I was like, this cannabis industry is going somewhere.
This is the ground floor right now.
Yeah, and then this was back in 2013, 2014.
Okay.
So I'm like, wow, I can be more than just a bud tender serving weed. You know what I'm saying? So
how did that passion morph into Tylertherapy? When did you start utilizing this Tylertherapy moniker? When did
I really started getting into it when I finally left as a bud tender and a manager. I had actually, it was crazy because, it was no room for growth really in that realm of things. And then I became a manager at a shop where...
Long Beach shop?
No, it was a Gardena shop.
Okay.
And I was a manager there, and I was really running the whole entire store, and I was like, man, I could really run this myself. I could do this myself and own my own business and my own shop and just be that, especially because the two men that I was working for, they were white men, and they didn't know what they were doing at all, and they just had the money to do it, so, but they also didn't really listen to me and my friend at the time. We were the two black girls working there, and they just really didn't listen to us, and then they ended up firing us, and we really felt like it was off of that's when I really kind of experienced some type of racism, you know what I'm saying? Because
in the cannabis industry.
Yes.
So you felt like you were fired because you were black?
Well, he had hired a whole black staff. Then we built up the whole entire store for him, and the following, if you want the roads, and the following and everything. And then he fired us all, which was crazy to me because I'm like, wow, I do a great job. Like, I'm confused why I'm getting fired right now. Fired us all and then hired like basically a whole white staff. Yeah. And, you know, and I was just like, wow, you know, I'm not about to get back up in this. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and do what I said I can do, which is run my own thing. And I have my own delivery service with my family right shortly after that. And then I saw that I really like had a leadership role. I could bring community together. Everybody all downtown Long Beach was all up into it. Plateau, that was the business.
Okay, that's dope.
Everybody was into it, got the whole community into it. We threw sessions, you know, and we helped out a lot of people in need, you know, for medicine. And that's where my passion was. I was like, this is medicine, you know, like I'm helping people, you know, like I'm consulting people, like I'm giving consultation, like people look to me for therapy. And then I was just like, I should just be that. I should just be Tylertherapy. Like people look to me for therapy in any type of way, like whether it's what strain should I get to, just they're feeling a type of way, they need uplifting. So if I could do that and cannabis can do that, then that's just me. That's Tylertherapy, you know? So you helped me figure it out. But and then after that, I was just like, wow. And people, like I said, I gave people job opportunities, and like that made me feel good, you know? Like I gave my family income, I gave the community income. Not only that, you know, our eighths were for the low, and we would meet you or deliver it to your door. You know what I'm saying? So I felt good because I wasn't taxing folks. You know, like this shouldn't be something that's really you pay that much money for anyways, in my opinion, especially if you're growing it too. I was growing, and so my passion just kept building more and more, and I was diving into all these avenues where I'm like, wow, like cannabis can go any type of direction. Like I'm growing this stuff, you know. I'm coming up with brand names, with clothes, you know what I'm saying?
It really fuels your entrepreneurial spirit.
Yes. And then I'm like, then I'm like, I'm a boss. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me just go with this. So and they already called me Baby Gal. That was my music name. So that's why I just went with Baby Gal the Boss, because, you know, throughout this whole journey too, not saying I'm bossing folks around, but I'm like getting people into that spirit where they can be their own boss.
Boss's mentality.
And it
turning
just
followers into leaders.
And it just made me feel good. So so then I was like, okay, boom, did my part with that, right? And now had my son Taj and became a cannamom OG. And that fueled me in a different way, because before, when I found out I was pregnant, I like kind of wanted to calm down with cannabis and go back into auditioning and acting, because I'm like, I don't want to I don't want to lose it, you know, I want to book a show, damn it, like, you know. So I'm like, I want to go back to acting. And then I found out I was pregnant, so then I literally like thought all my dreams was over. I was like, wow, because I had got new headshots, and I was going to audition for an agency, and so I was like, dang, this is it, like this is it for me, you know. But once I had him, of course, that turned it around, because I almost died having him. So that turned it around, and I was just like that. And I was just like, you know what? No, I can smoke still. I can still be a mom. I can still act. I can still do this. People are waiting to see, like, oh, is she still acting? What is she doing with the arts? Well, let me just combine it all, you know. And now, boom, Tylertherapy is another thing where I'm now putting on little skits for you, or putting on shows.
You're getting a chance to exercise that acting muscle.
And I can educate you at the same time, which was still fulfilling to me. Because like I said, it started out with just, you know, wanting to help people, wanting to consult people on how to use it, consume it properly, you know, and I'm still doing that. Now I'm just acting with it. And I'm acting so well that now people believe that I'm a music artist. You know what I'm saying? So now, now I believe it. Now I got to do more than that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm like, damn, y'all want new music from me? You know what I'm saying? Damn, let me go smoke this cannabis and see what I can come up with. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what's crazy to me too. And so that's where the inspiration for Puff and Tough came. I have a show called The Puff Show. And I was like, man, that show, we need an anthem for that. You know,
tell me about the Puff Show. Tell me about the Puff Show.
The Puff Show is a show like it's a cannabis talk show, daytime talk show. Okay. Just like The Real.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh God, my girl loves The Real.
The Puff.
I hate The Real. Yo, no, I'm a hater. Yo, she loves that shit. Okay.
The Real, the talk, the chat.
It's all that.
It's the view.
This is the Puff.
The Puff.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Talk that shit.
It's that from the cannabis perspective, and it's four women. We're all cannamom OGs too, and we all have 4 point of views that we puff out to y'all, and it's Black Girl Magic.
That's
you know
so
what I'm
funny.
saying?
Yes.
So we man, it's crazy. We get together in my girl's garage. I throw the blue screen up. My homegirl, she throws the green screen up, and we really just
chop it up.
Make this thing happen.
Yeah.
And I put effects on it, and I take, and you've seen it, I take my effects seriously.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to make it seem like we're really in a studio, that we have an audience, you know, and that's the thing too. Like,
laugh track, that's hard. That's hard.
Well, I actually I want people to be inspired and get into it so bad that I freaking reached out to people. I'm like, audience members, who wants to just come watch this? You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's 4 people. I'll put a clap track in the back of y'all, and it makes it seem like it's a whole room. I don't care.
Okay.
And so now it's a comedic thing. Like, you hear more claps, but you only see 4 folks up in there. But 4 right now, but in a minute it'll be 40.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta start somewhere. You gotta plant the
So that's why we're doing this sesh, because we want to bring awareness to the Puff Show and show that what we're doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're really puffing out some magic to folks. We have the Puff Show,
the Lowrider,
the Morning Puff, excuse me, the Puff Show, the Morning Puff. We got, what else? We have a whole bunch of stuff. Puffing up,
yeah.
So everything's the puff. So that's why, like, even me, like, I try not to cuss too much. So if I say I'm fucking with you, I'm puffing with you. I'm puffing tough with you. If I'm smoking with you, like, that means we're cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, or I fuck with what you're doing, even if we're not like, you know, friends. But I still like I get with you on that vibration.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm here with you.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, it's just all movement too. Like, I just really enjoy getting this culture and community together, honestly. I really do. It just brings enjoyment to my heart for some reason, like tickles me, you know? And the fact that folks can just see how talented I am too at the same time. It also is like, none of this is going in vain. Like,